As I look at my past self in old photos, I'm still in disbelief. Believe it or not, I am still in disbelief. The fact that this man right here has dropped 100 pounds. Something that I've always wanted to do ever since I was a little kid. I got fat around like 7, 8 years old, but yeah. But as I quickly celebrate my major, accomplishments, I cannot help but to think what happened to me that led me to losing. Actually, to finally locking in to me losing, over 100 pounds. When my dad, visited me in the hospital, he was constantly telling me, it's not your fault, it's not your fault. And honestly, as a man, I can honestly say it was my fault. Yes, I can, blame genetics, and, whatever the case that may be, which is, to an extent very true. But, me just being a man, being a grown man, at 33 at the time when I had my stroke, but like, of course it was my fault. And also, as I made it to, more, days of, recovering, feeling a little bit more better to where I can actually move, and also to where I can get out the hospital, I had to remind myself that, Brandon, there was a lot of people that was in your shoes as well that unfortunately they did not make it out the hospital. That's something, it's very deep, to think about in the world, let alone in America. Obesity just runs, just crazy. The fact that, a lot of people lose their life, over the fact that, you just being overweight. And I can constantly say, man, my addiction, of course wasn't, tobacco, alcohol, it was food. And it was, neglection. Not want to take, medication, not doing anything physical. Fortunately, all that caught up with me. And it always hit even worse, being overweight, especially during the holiday season, man. It's wintertime. For example, hoodies didn't look good on me. I felt so, snug. And, of course, the year done trickled down to the final months of the year. And, you got, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and, you got New Year's, which I always, it was the worst for me, being overweight New Year's. Because once again, you just felt like, once again, another year of being a failure. Not really, sticking to what you said you wanted to do, around January, around New Year's, especially New Year's Day. And, it's like, okay, another year went by, you're older, more time that you have wasted. And so I will forever, regardless of how I look, even though I look, nowhere as much as how I used to look, I always got to keep him, in my mind to an extent. That I will forever be him. Even though I look amazing right now, and I'm going to look even more amazing, man. I got to keep him with me. And if I feel like that, I know there's millions of other people that are overweight, dealing with the same mentality that I'm dealing with and that I dealt with. Come, holiday season, of course, being the person that you are, you like to eat, That's one of your main battles, man. You overeat. And you already know what comes around November, Thanksgiving, man. And yes, you will eat. You will overeat. And, you feel like, oh, it's a celebration, or you with your family or whatnot, and you're going to eat, you're going to celebrate, but yet you're going to feel depressed. You're going to have that feeling, man. Once you get done at the end of the day on Thanksgiving, it's like, wow, I really ate all this stuff. You may have a stomach ache. You may just feel, depressed. Once again, all that just sinks in. Then, of course, you got your holiday season, man. You with, family. Once again, you're eating, but yet you're surrounded by family to where, you may not be used to a lot of the family members. You kind of want to shield yourself to an extent. I guess, you want to, mingle with the family and also want to be, part of, family events and family gathering due to the fact that there's going to be a lot of food. You once again, it's the same thing with Thanksgiving. You eat so much and then, bam. Behind closed doors, you just feel depressed. I'm like, wow, once again, I look a hot mess, looking at myself in the mirror. And then that's when New Year's comes. To me, New Year's was always like, that was like the conclusion of another failing year. You either with your family, your friends, once again, a lot of food. You get invited to, a lot of, events, you want to go, so yeah, have fun and stuff, but also a part of you feel, depressed, you feel antisocial, but yeah, once again, you start eating, you get the licking you and stuff, that's when the other side comes out of you to where like, okay, man, anything I was going through, it just, let me just, block that, mentally, for the time being. And then, bam, you wake up, possibly having a hangover, and, you just, the depression just sinks in. And, okay, wow, another year of, me not really, saying what I'm gonna do in life. So yes. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I feel like right now, man, it's just really time to lock in. It's only right. Get a head start. Regardless of what you went through this year, man, being an overweight person, man, look, okay, another year, you didn't, really say what you didn't really accomplish what you were gonna do. Just get a head start on that, man. Right now, it is late October, man. It's about to be November. The fall season has arrived. The weather is immaculate. I know down here in Houston, man, the weather is around like, 65, 60 degrees. Windy. It felt good outside. You start walking. But when I tell you the majority of my weight loss is basically, of course, fasting and then walking. When it comes to, man, your weight loss, man, from the jump, man, it doesn't take much, man. Just start walking. I cannot stress this enough, man. I've been saying this ever since I got out of the hospital, man. When I was able to walk again, man, just keep walking, move around. I don't even walk to the track most of the times, man. I walk around my condominiums. Those are apartments, if y'all don't know, but yeah. And of course, I get a lot of love, a lot of support, a lot of compliments from a lot of neighbors and stuff. They talk to me. I tell them my journey and the reason why I am, walking around and stuff. They're in shock. They cannot believe that I used to be, this guy right here you see on the screen. I show a picture of my old self and I'm like, wow, the main thing that I love hearing from a lot of people, man, it really gets me going. It's like, man, brother, you look unrecognizable. You don't look nothing like how you used to look in that photo. And I'm like, man, thank you, sir. It means a lot. I would say use that to your advantage as well. Like, I know you may feel discouraged, man. You don't want to walk, in the public and stuff, but just say that like, hey, look, I'm trying to make this change. Believe me, you will get a lot of support. Especially being a big person, man. Just walking around, do a couple laps, just say, hey, look, I'm just trying to make that change. And I'm telling you, man, the support will roll in. Once again, I'm you. I will be forever you, man. I will always represent the former big back, man, the big boy, man. The one that feels like he doesn't have no love and support. The one that's afraid to go to the gym, man, because he don't want people judging him. The person that, doesn't want to eat in public, man. They just want to, man, go to the drive-thru, man, and just, indulge in so much, greasy, high sodium food, man, because you want to shield yourself away from the world because you don't want to be looked at eating in public. Yes, I was that guy. And to an extent, I will forever be that guy. I will forever represent that guy. Once again, it doesn't take much, man. Fasting, I would highly suggest, man, people look up more when it comes to fasting, and which is crazy. I lost the majority of my weight just by fasting. When I was in the hospital, for some odd reason, I had this weird condition in my mouth to where everything I ate tasted like Play-Doh, to where I couldn't eat. I would gag up anything I would eat. And even to this day, a lot of doctors, man, they could not understand, where did that come from? Maybe it's a rare side effect of, me having a stroke. But I could not tolerate no foods at all. To where in that hospital, in that 3-week span, I survived off of maybe half a bottle of the essential protein shake and water. And I lost 40 pounds in 3 weeks, which is crazy. And yes, I understand it may not be the most healthiest, and I'm not highly encouraging you to do a critical fast like that. But when I was in that hospital bed, I had no choice. For some odd reason, I could not eat nothing. I tried. Instantly, I would instantly throw up. Even after I got out of the hospital, man. My taste buds did not fully come back, so I want to say maybe late September of last year. And doctors couldn't figure this out, what it was. I even looked it up, myself when I got out the hospital, and I couldn't really, I don't know. Maybe it was the good Lord or something, man. Basically, he was making me fast, making me not basically eat these type of, horrible foods that I was so used to eating. It got bad to where even the most healthiest things taste delicious now. Because believe me, when I could not taste nothing, I could not taste or smell nothing. So regardless of what it was, it just really made me, master the art of fasting to where even to this day, I don't necessarily have to eat nothing in the morning. I don't have to, of course, I don't starve myself. But there's time to where, I can be anywhere and like, you know what? I'm going to fast. I'm going to give my body a break. I'm just not going to eat. There's times maybe I fast for maybe 2 hours. There's times I want to say the longest I fasted was, I want to say like 8 hours or something. I was at work. Of course, there's something that you definitely don't want to just jump into. But of course, just work your way up. Yes, Google it. Fasting is healthy. It's highly recommended. Your body does not need all that food. Once again, I dropped 40 pounds in the hospital. If anything, that was my body, man, just saying it was just desperately wanting me to get rid of that weight. And I never gained none of that weight back. So once again, if I did it like that, of course you can do it in a more healthier way as well. If you have a job, you don't really do too much, physical activity and stuff. Yes, definitely, man, look more into fasting. Especially if you're sitting down and stuff, man, walking and of course just fasting, man. It's time to make just, I don't want to eat breakfast, man. I'm gonna wait till lunchtime. You know what, I don't want to eat lunch, man. Let me wait till dinner time. Yes. Once again, yeah, just look it up, man. Fasting is the perfect, you just can't go wrong with fasting, man. Another thing, what I did as well. Once again, I cannot fully go to the gym because of my left hand being disabled. I feel like now I'm just getting to a point to where, I have, my grip has came back 100%. Still can't move my fingers, but, I can, definitely lift up a dumbbell or maybe like a bar, bell and stuff, in the gym. So like, okay, I can definitely, man, work on, building muscle, toning up or whatnot. But once again, cardio is just key. Once again, for a full year, I just been walking, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, yes, I've been sprinting here and there, but of course, a person that's not used to running or even walking, it's a couple of laps a day. You'll be surprised how much weight you will start losing as a big person, man, just by just doing your basic walks. Maybe a lap or two, and just work your way up. Once again, we are entering the fall, winter time, to where that sun is not going to be, an issue, man. Unless you live down here in Houston, man, where unfortunately it can get maybe 60, 70 degrees, around Christmas time. Hopefully it doesn't, but yeah. But of course, man, up north, especially, man, New York, Detroit, Connecticut, shout out to all my, my peoples from there. Just hit that park, man. Just walking. Once again, I see the elderly people walking. I'm like, man, you know what? Kudos to them. Because this goes to show, hey, I may be old, but I'm still here, man, and I'm still getting it in. So look, what's your excuse? Again, if you're a big person, man, if you have fully functioning, hands, legs, feet, it's on you. You don't know how blessed you are. Once again, do not take that for granted. I've said this so many times, man. In that hospital bed, all I wanted to do was just get up and walk. Seeing these nurses, man, switch shifts. I actually had a room that had a full window next to the parking lot. And I would cry sometimes just seeing these people walking. I'm like, Lord, that's all I want to do, man. Just get out this hospital and walk. Luckily, the good Lord blessed me. He's like, okay, my child, I'm going to give you this one last chance. Because I could have easily took you home. And I'm here. I feel like, man, it's just my right, man, just to motivate everybody, man. And look, man, don't wait till the last minute. Because you never know. Unfortunately, you might not make it at the hospital to get in shape. I know this is what you want to do. I said for the longest, if there was a such thing as a wish, the only thing I wish for in life is just to get in shape. Not money, not talent. I feel like, man, I can get all that, I can achieve all that on my own if I was just a more healthier person. And I feel like I'm on the verge of doing that. Again, I want to help you as well. I definitely want to build a community, man, and man, just helping each other. And of course, there's people out there that mainly don't have that support. They don't have the friends or family for support, man. And I feel like it's just on us, man. I'm here. And even if you're not, big, and you just, a slender person, you feel like you're fairly healthy, man, still tap in with me. I'm learning more about being healthy as well and stuff, and I want to push my, my knowledge onto you as well. Hell, that y'all can help me out as well, man. We can just be this community. But I'm mainly focused on, man, just the big person, the big guy that feels like he's not loved, he has no confidence in the world, that feels depressed and down, feels like nobody loves him, he will never find true love. Once again, I was that guy. I'm with you, my brother. Believe me, I understand. There is no love out there for the big man. I don't care. I will stick to that. Big women, yes, shout out to y'all too as well. But yes, you do see a lot of these big women, even still regardless of how their confidence, how they look, they still get chose out here. You rarely see a big guy, man, that's love, that has women. Maybe they're married with kids and stuff, but believe me, I feel like, he slowly got to that point. But I'm talking about just a regular man, overweight, big guy with no confidence as well. There's really no love out there for us, man. I've said this again, the plus size movement, it was not designed for us men. As you can see now, man, it looks like, it's not really designed for the big women there too. The plus size movement, man, it's down, but it's not out. But you see a lot of your celebrities that were big and overweight, social media influencers, YouTubers, they drop weight like that. So what does that say about you? The time is now. Also, to the big women out there, man, no shot to y'all as well. But of course, I know it's also hard out there for y'all as well. Y'all big women that, y'all were just, maybe born, or y'all was a little kid, to where y'all started blowing up just like me. But, y'all developed that goofiness, that confidence, that sense of humor and stuff. But yet, you deep down inside, you know what you have to do. You may love yourself, but, you're really not comfortable with yourself. And believe me, sisters, I'm with you as well. So yes, let's lock in. It's your boy Brando, TRILLBTV, the Trillest Loser, whatever you want to call me and stuff. But once again, I'm with y'all. Let's get a head start, man, on this weight loss journey, man. We can definitely say we are in November now. My birthday month too, by the way, man. Y'all want to bless me? Hey, I may put my cash up, in the description below, but I don't know. It is what it is. But yeah, but anyway, it's about to be 2026, a new year. Let's make it a new you. Once again, I'm here for y'all, man. I love y'all. Can I thank y'all for all the love and support? Let's get to work.